Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blunt Talks. Today we're going to be talking about RSO, aka Rick Simpson oil. This is a really special, potent type of concentrate that has been used mostly for people who have serious health problems, man, like cancer, epilepsy, asthma, people that have chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, and every day people are finding more and more uses for RSO, and that's just for the medical realm. I mean, nowadays it's also used for recreational cannabis to get high, depression, anxiety, all that stuff. They sell it in the dispos now, so if you have been, shopping the dispensaries, if you're in a state where cannabis is legal, you have probably came across the product with RSO in it, or just straight up RSO. I mean, not everybody really knows what RSO is. To be honest with you, I didn't even know what RSO was until about 6 months ago, when I personally came across it in a dispensary and had to do some research on it to figure out exactly what it was. So RSO is a really amazing cannabis product. The person who made RSO, Rick Simpson, he is, like, to me, he is at the top of the list as people and activists for cannabis. This guy went through a ton of BS in Canada due to him creating RSO, and he had a clinic where he was giving it out for free to cancer patients and other people who needed it. He got raided for it. I think he was actually imprisoned and fined and all that in Canada, because this is going back when cannabis was still shaky in Canada. It wasn't fully legal. It was only legal in medical situations, but very vaguely. So, it was a big deal, man, like back then. So Rick Simpson, the one who created the RSO oil, he's at the top of the list for, cannabis activists and stuff like that. So, man, I'm diving into that. We're going to talk about RSO. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what it is, where you can find it, how to consume it, and all that stuff, man. Hopefully, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that sub button. If you're digging the content, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. If you got something to add to the subject, I would highly appreciate that, guys. Alright, man, so, I already told you guys that RSO was created by the great Rick Simpson, a Canadian from Canada. He created it because he was diagnosed with tinnitus and some other stuff, and later on in his life he also had a tumor that he swears RSO and cannabis cured him from cancer. That was never scientifically proven, but this guy, and this guy is a genius. He was a really smart guy, and he says that the RSO actually cured him of a tumor on his neck. I believe him, man. I truly do. So basically, like, RSO is, technically it's a concentrate, but it straddles the line of edible, topical, and concentrate, man, because that's what it is. Like, it's a topical. You can apply it on certain areas of your body for relief. You can eat it like an edible, or you can dab it like a concentrate. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a very rare product. There's nothing else like it, man. And like, if you've never seen it, like, RSO in its true form is like dark and like tarish, man. You know what I mean? It's dark and tarry substance. It's and it doesn't taste good because there's a lot of cannabis plant matter in it. But that is what makes it so special, because it's a solvent extract that strips trichomes from buds. It contains all the cannabinoids, the terpenes, and the compounds from the whole plant. So when you're getting RSO, you're getting much, much more in that than you would in, like, another, like, concentrate, or like oils, vape oils, and edibles, because you're getting a full spectrum product out of RSO, and that's what makes it so special And scientists and doctors truly believe that because of the full spectrum and because of the trichomes and the terpenes and the cannabinoids and all the plant matter that is in RSO is what makes it so effective in the medical field, opposed to just treating somebody with just THC extracted from the cannabis plant. So RSO is a full spectrum product. I'm telling you, man, RSO is great. I've used it before. I've used it just to get high. I've also used it, for medical purposes too. I mean, I've dabbed RSO, but mostly I just use it in edible form. I get edible infused edibles that are infused with RSO, and you could tell the difference, man. Like if you took an edible that has RSO in it and you took just a regular edible that maybe has distillate in it or cannabis butter, whatever, you can really tell the difference with the RSO edibles. They're just more potent. RSO is just, it's great, man. Like, if I had to choose between RSO edibles or just regular distillate edibles, and this is just coming from a stoner perspective, I'm not even talking like a patient, I would definitely pick the RSO for sure. The process is complex and long, but kind of similar to how you make tincture. There's actually a website you can go to. Rick Simpson has the website up. He doesn't make the oil anymore, but he has a website where you can actually, find the recipe, and all you got to do is Google Rick Simpson oil, and it'll come up. So if you're interested in making your own RSO, you can just go to the website, and if you got the right stuff at home to make it, try it out, man. So I mean, like, RSO is used for, like, nowadays, like, it started off with Rick Simpson, and he swore that it cured his cancer, and now it's used for that, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, insomnia, and asthma. And I thought, like, the asthma was kind of crazy because, like asthma's treated with like steroids and stuff like that. But I guess in certain cases, they're using RSO to treat asthma. And also for chronic pain too, which, cannabis in general is used a lot for chronic pain. So I'm telling you, man, RSO is it's a really good product, and depending on like what you're using cannabis for, whether you're using it for a medical purpose, whether you're a cancer patient or you have bad pain in your back or your joints, or for seizures, epilepsy, or if you're just looking to get high, man, RSO is definitely a great product to try. And if you're in a state where it's legal, and hopefully you are, I'm sure that you'll easily be able to find RSO. I know all of the dispos in my area in New Jersey. You can get it. If you live in a state where it's not legal for medical or recreational, I don't know if your local like dealer has it. You might be able to get it online, illegally. I don't know, but like I said, if you're in a state where it's legal for medical or recreational, you can easily get it in a dispo. Try it out, man. I'm telling you, like, I was blown by RSO. Like, when I first seen it, like, I didn't know what it was. And then once I found out that it was actually named after the guy that made it, I just thought it was really cool, man. And if you didn't know, this is actually Rick Simpson, this guy right here. He's older, he's, I mean, I never met him, but from what I've read, he's a really cool dude. I would love to meet him. In the cannabis world, this guy is like top, like he's the top of the line. Like, this guy really, besides creating one of the marvels in cannabis medicinal use, I mean, the guy been through hell and back just from, believing in cannabis before, the government believed in it. And, he went through a lot, man. This guy got his house raided and all that. So, just, if you're a big cannabis guy, I would definitely just do some research on Rick Simpson, because really cool guy, and it's cool to just check out his story, man. I hope that this video is helpful, guys. I hope I taught you guys a little bit about RSO. If you got anything you want to add, drop it in the comments, and don't forget, man, hit that subscribe button, and shoot me a like, man. Don't forget to have a great day. Peace.